Welcome back to Literal Equations for MAT021. In this video, we're going to look at examples 3, 4, and 5 from the workbook. Starting with example 3, we have the area formula for a circle, a equals pi r squared, where they want me to solve for r. To do that, the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of that pi value. To do that, I'm going to divide both sides by pi. So I would have a over pi equals r squared. To get rid of something being squared, we have to take its square root. So I'm going to need to do that on both sides. On the left-hand side, I need to take the square root of the whole fraction, and then I will take the square root of that r squared on the right. When you take a square root, it cancels out the squared, and we would be left with the square root of a over pi equals r. Again, we can rewrite that with the r on the left, so r equals square root of a over pi would be our answer for example 3. For example 4, we are solving our force formula for G. You'll notice it has two letters M. They each have a subscript. So we have an M1 and an M2. We can't combine those together. Those are two separate things. In this formula, it means mass 1 and mass 2. So maybe they have two different items they're looking at. But you cannot combine those together since they have different subscripts. All right, so we're solving for G. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of my fraction. And to do that, I'm going to multiply both sides by d. So that will divide out on the right-hand side. And I will have d times f equals g times m1 times m2. Okay, to get that g by itself now, since we have all multiplication, we can divide. I'm going to divide by m1 and m2. Make sure you do it at the same time, otherwise you're going to end up with some weird looking fractions, and you can only have one fraction in your final answer. You can't have stacked fractions. Okay, so when I divide here, the m1 and the m2 will divide out. So I am left with g equals d times f over m1 times m2 for our final answer. You'll notice in most of these we're not combining anything, we're just moving things around so we have a specific variable alone. Okay, let's look at our final example, number 5. For number 5, we have the formula V equals the square root of 2gm over r. And notice here you have a capital G. When you do these, if something is capitalized, you have to leave it capitalized. You cannot change it to a lowercase. The case in formulas is important. You cannot change it. All right, so let's go ahead and solve this one. So we have a square root. It is by itself on the right hand side. We are solving for that r in our denominator there. So to get rid of it being squared, or to get rid of our square root, sorry, we are going to square both sides. So that'll get the square root to go away on the right hand side. We'll be left with v squared equals 2 times capital G times m over r. Now I'm going to get rid of my fraction. To do that, I'm going to multiply both sides by r. So on the right hand side, those will divide out. On the left, I will have r times v squared equals 2 times capital G M. Now remember, we're trying to get r by itself, so it's on the left hand side now. So I'm going to move my v squared. I'm not going to move anything that's on the right anymore. So to get r by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by v squared. On the left, those will divide out. We'll have r equals 2 times capital G times M over or divided by v squared. So again, don't forget, when you have capital letters or you have subscripts, they have to stay. You cannot change them. Capital letters must stay capitalized, lowercase must stay lowercase.